are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a first carry here for Robinson. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And some room to run that. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Robinson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. On 2nd and goal. Powell. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up the man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down throw for Howell. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Powell's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. second down at 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Powell to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. It's Howell with another throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Slide for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Phidarian Mathis bringing him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Faking the give, now Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Watson. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, 55 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they work this out past the 25. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 1st down, Howell. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Faking the handoff. Howell got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown! J.D. McKissick, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on 2nd down. Howell out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Off play action. It's Howell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Another throw for Howell. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Back to Robinson now on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Howell throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. They've got his man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And yet again, it's McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 13 yards out. And the Commanders have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Under pressure, they got him again. Following that setup, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and then it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Hunt will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units They specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Washington on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Powell throwing on third down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
they can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Howell trying to pick it up on third. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Hey, you got to snap it.
Now Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 2nd and inches, Watson. And now here's another interception. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On the return, Johnson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To try again after the sack. Watson, he completes it to Hunt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First down, Browns.
On first down, it's Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we jump into this stuff in the fourth quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. It's a tie game, 21-21. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line. 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. He finds Wilson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Mariota's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down at 5. Mariota. And this is going to be...
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We jump into this challenge for the good stuff in the fourth quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. We're all tied at 21. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Here's Mariota. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take this down to the 33. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to almost certainly win the football game. Gonzalez's kick is good. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Okay, Coach, we jump into this challenge for the good stuff in the fourth quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. It's a tie game, 21-21. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Now Mariota. That's caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down, in fact, they go to Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 75 yards on the ground for Barry in this one, and he's got a 1st down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Gonzalez's kick is good. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We pick up this challenge in the first quarter with less than a minute left on the clock. You're up by 2 scores. You've got the ball in the red zone, and it's 1st down. And caught by Thomas for a Las Vegas touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 21-3. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. how does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. 21-3 is your score after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant here to Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. 47-yard line.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Hurts, and that will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. Now back to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mike Ditka from 3 yards out. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the...
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the 2nd quarter with 3 minutes to go. You lead by a touchdown. You've got the ball on your side of the field. 1st and 10. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You have the ball on your own 35-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away from the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. To the air right away, Mariota. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, Mariota. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the Coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running right, here's Sanders. A nice little juke. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mariota to throw it. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mariota. He's got the first down and more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the Coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball right at midfield as we get set here 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Open man is Seth Williams. He's got it. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is caught by Williams. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge. And the Broncos getting ready to go on 1st and 10. They'll run with Boone here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Escaping the pressure right. Out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Here's Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
first and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. To throw quickly, here's Mariota. And this one is incomplete. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You have the ball on your opponent's 35-yard line. First and 10.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
On second down, Mariota again. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Ditka from 13 yards out. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, folks, it's the Coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. But your opponent has driven down to your 25. First and long. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On third down, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. York able to send this one through. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the Coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Fights through him. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, and back they go to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A give running left, it's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It's the loss, 2nd. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Sanders. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll go again with Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Mariota's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hello, everybody. I'm your host, the Coach. Well, you may have had a great draft, but that doesn't guarantee a victory. It's time to settle this MUT Draft game on the field.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Didn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Pickett now on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Flushed out right. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. 107 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action. He finds his man complete. That's Jansen. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Off play action. Pickett rolling to his left. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Coming left is Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defense.